I'm Chris Trottie Golf. Tiger Woods is famous for his 9 windows. He does this in a warm-up, he does it in a practice session. But how does he hit all these golf shots? Well, he'll stand there and tell you it's in his hands, which I absolutely love. The guy's an absolute genius, I get it. But we do know from looking at some of the full swing kit data how we can hit these golf shots. I've picked 4 tiles today to go through this with you. I'm gonna start with one of the easiest ones for me so we can at least get some points on the board here. And that's gonna be just the low golf shot. So to hit this one, what I do is I move the ball position back in my stance. So the club has a low point where it's gonna go into the turf. So ball goes back and then not too much speed, weight on the left side, and you can just hit that low golf shot out there. Now, as I then come over to look at the kit data, I can see here, which is some information points that I like. Club path is 2 degrees to the right, face to path 1.5 to the right. So we've got the face open to the path. It came off with a straightish slight fade, but that's because the ball position was back. Remember I told you about that. If the ball position's back, generally, that's going to give you a little bit of a left. So you have to hold that face open to the path. Gave me an apex of 44 feet. That's pretty low. That's pretty good. So now let's then move into the higher golf shot and hitting the high. We'll go high straight. Again, for me, because I've moved the ball high forward, generally, I'm hitting this now past the low point in the swing, which means the face is starting to turn left. So the thing I have to look out for in this one is that I don't hit the ball too far left again. So that face to path number, that's why for my data, as I go through this example on the 9 windows for Tiger with you, I've got those 4 tiles, because they're things that give me feedback as a player that I'm then become aware of. Where's the face? Where's the path? Where's the apex? Am I achieving what I'm trying to achieve? So if we just go the straight one and high, I go now ball position forward, handle, hands, not too far forward. In the low one, I had them in front. This one, I've got them level or slightly behind. Again, look at the target, try to act like a player rather than getting too caught up in it. And we're just gonna go straight golf shot. Here we go. So straight high golf shot, pretty good. Definitely gone towards my target, maybe a hair pulley, but that's going to reveal itself, and it has done in the path. Club path 1.4 left, but face to path 0.7 right. So again, you noticed on the ball flight, it was pretty straight because the numbers, which are now going to get funky as I start to hit shapes, are going to change a little bit at this point. But those 2 numbers there, not too far off. Remember, ball position forward, if I can keep the face right at the path, same with ball position back. If I can keep the face right at the path, it's not going to go left for the right-handed player. 99 on the apex, so we doubled our height that we just had before. Now we'll move into, I'm going to go for mid-height draw. So rather than me go through all the 9 windows, I'm going to give you just an overview of some of them. Obviously, if Tiger was here, he'd give you a masterclass on all 9, but I'm not going to even attempt to do that because he's just a legend. So we'll go for mid-height draw. So remember, if I'm going forward for high and I'm going back for low, I'm now going for a 6-iron just left of center for mid-height draw. So a lot of players won't set the face to where they want to hit it. Ultimately, and you're going to learn this as you get more efficient with your full swing kit data, the face is going to dictate where the ball goes. I'm actually going to give you an example of that. Look at this now. I've got the face set up miles left. I'm going to aim miles right, okay? So big left, big right. Just watch this ball flight now. Look at how dramatic left that went. So a lot of the old school teaching would be that. You've got to set the face at the target and then you've got to move the path. We now know, looking at this, path 2.6 to the right, face 4.3 close to that path. You saw how vicious that hook was. So what you have to do in order to hit the draw, you have to build your knowledge of face awareness to path. Again, for me, that's why I bang those 2 numbers down in my full swing kit, okay? So I'm not going to go as dramatic now on the face. I'm going to go a little bit to the left of the path. I'm not going to go as far to the right, and I'm going to ensure I hit this out to the right and then draw this golf ball back. So we had dramatic before for the hook, not as much now. Look, it wasn't the best strike. We've got the wind off the left. I'd say that looks and appears like it's gone kind of straight, but you can measure if you got with a 2.5 right path and a 1 degree right club to path, that's almost there. Not quite. I wouldn't score myself a point if I was judging this one. So let's go a little bit more vicious than that for the draw. A little bit more cruisy. Ball position slightly back, face left. Clearly that now is a decent draw. Will it be confirmed by the full swing kit? And this is again where you can judge. That's the numbers I was looking for. 3.7 right, 2.4 minus left to the path. Gave me an apex that was lower than the high one at 73. Gave me a carry distance that I'm aware of for the draw. I'd say that score pretty good for me. That's a good hitting of the Tiger 9 windows, hitting that draw. Opposite can be said for the fade. We've not hit really any fades yet. Everything has been having to that draw shape, if anything, or avoiding the left. So it's such a great drill for the simple reason that you now want to calibrate, okay, great, he's got the draw, but can he hold the face to the path? By holding the face to the path, I now want the path moving left, and I want the face to be right of the path. So we'll go for mid-height, fade, hold the face, more of a low height fade, and it was a lot. I mean, I don't know if that would be classed as a fade or a slice. You as a golfer have to dictate where that's at, but these are the keys that you want for demonstration purposes. 4.8 left with a face that's 4 degrees right of the path. So I definitely held the face, but my apex was only 56. We know that my apex 56 was a low shot before, so let's give you a slightly better, more efficient example. Much softer fade, I like that. That for me is where I want my fade to be, just falling. And look, 4.6 left, 1.2 right with the face to path. 68 apex, so pretty good, and it went 160 that I'd want out of this golf club. That is how you create the feels that you can then go out on the golf course, because you're memorizing these feels and you're learning what it takes for you, the golfer, to hit the shots. Ultimately, it changes every day with feel, which is why Tiger would do the 9 window drill every day. He would adjust the height. But if you are going to do this drill, you can score yourself off the full swing kit. That's why I like it. I called myself out a couple of times. I wanted to hit the medium flight fade, and it was coming out at the same apex as the low straight. Not good enough. Go back, score yourself, keep track of your progress. You're bound to become a better player, but you can learn so much more from the golf balls you do hit. It's the best piece of equipment to add to an awesome set of golf clubs because it makes you more efficient as a player. If you do that, you're only going to get better. Be sure to go to the website and check it out at fullswinggolf.com.